Despite today's showers, dozens of people still got out and voted on the last day of no excuse absentee voting. Lines were wrapped around polling places in St. Louis County and in St. Charles County today.
And the start of the election is going to be wet. In just a matter of hours, many of you will head to the polls to cast your ballots.
And tonight, we're on your side to help make sure your process goes as smoothly as possible. 5 on your side's Brent Solomon joins us with more on free rides to the polls and what you should do if you run into problems. Brent?
Mike Kelly, a lot of buzz this year about early voting. If you took advantage of that, great. If you didn't, tomorrow is your opportunity to make your voice heard. Neighbors are helping neighbors make sure they have no issues at the polls.
I'm not actually telling them who to vote for. I just wanted to motivate the vote.
We introduced you to Marvin D. Red Martin last month when his transport service company announced plans to take people to the polls on Election Day. Now they're all ready for Tuesday.
We're going to pick up the people and take them to the polls. If it's a long line or something, if they got to wait, we'll give them our number and we'll come back and get them, and we'll get them from the polls and back to their home.
Several other local groups are doing the same. And check this out. When anyone uses the code NAACP Vote 24 on Lyft, you can get 2 free rides, as long as both rides don't exceed $20 each. When you get there, make sure you don't run into roadblocks.
So voters should be prepared to bring that Missouri or federal ID, like a driver, non-driver's license, U.S. passport, military ID, or veteran's ID card. It can be expired as long as it expired after November 8th. 2022. The ID doesn't have to have your correct address on it either, as long as it's a valid Missouri or federal ID. Voters should also know that in St. Louis City and St. Louis County, you can cast your ballot at any available polling place.
Crews from the Missouri Voter Protection Coalition will be at the polls, ensuring everything goes smoothly.
Voters with any questions about the rules or facing any problems at the polls or concerned about interference at the polls should call the Election Protection Hotline at 866-OUR-VOTE. That's 866-687-8683. These calls are answered by attorneys in Missouri.
Take a look at the long line of people who packed the polls in the rain Monday ahead of Election Day. More rain is expected Tuesday.
Rain don't stop you from going to the club, the liquor store, none of that. Don't let it stop your vote.
Polls open at 6 a.m. They close at 7 p.m. For more info on how to arrange a free ride to the polls, visit this story in the As Seen on TV section of KSDK.com.
Missouri candidates from both parties are making their final push for Missourians to get out and vote. Nearly the entire slate of Missouri Republicans stopped by an airport hangar in Chesterfield this afternoon, while Missouri Democrats are spread out across the state. Candidates touched upon multiple issues that you'll find on your ballot tomorrow, such as abortion, and also newer issues such as access to the abortion drug mifepristone.
At the end of the day, I'm fighting to protect life and enforce the rule of law. There's a federal statute that makes it illegal to ship abortion pills through the mail, and yet that's exactly what the Biden administration is trying to do by rule. Statutes enacted by the people's elected representatives in Congress trump an administrative rule.
A lot of those are minors, and so that's in situations where some of them can't even consent. And I mean, he's essentially arguing that raped teenagers, we should have more of those here in Missouri who are giving birth to their rapist babies, and I think that that's a horrendous argument to be making.
Some Missouri Republicans will be heading down to Mar-a-Lago tomorrow to join former President Donald Trump's campaign.
And before the polls open, Missouri's Secretary of State is starting a legal battle over who can and can't watch over the election process. Jay Ashcroft filed suit against the Department of Justice, saying the DOJ is attempting to illegally interfere with polling places by sending workers to watch the polls. Election experts say it's a normal practice for the DOJ, but Ashcroft claims it's a violation of Missouri's laws.
Missouri law is very clear. It's very precise about who is allowed to be in polling places and who isn't. We want to make sure that the people of Missouri have the right environment to be able to comfortably vote and not be pressured, not be concerned about who all's there.
Personally, it's much to do about nothing. There are poll watchers for the DOJ across the United States in lots of different places. They really don't have any authority.
Right now, no action has been taken on the lawsuit. Both presidential candidates are making their final pitches to voters in the same state before Election Day.
Former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris held rallies across Pennsylvania today. Former President Trump made 3 stops across the state. Just yesterday, he traveled to 2 other battleground states, North Carolina and Georgia. He's set to deliver a closing message in Michigan as well. While Vice President Harris is visiting 5 cities in Pennsylvania, she started her day joining a group of canvassers in Scranton. Both candidates told their supporters the most important thing they can do is vote.
We have to turn out and vote tomorrow. We're going to vote. But we're right there. And then we're going to do something, a term you've never heard of, make America great again. That's what we're going to do.
Pennsylvania, the race is not yet over. Okay, we got a lot of work to do, and we have got to finish strong. So listen, we got hard work to do, but here's the thing. We like hard work. Hard work is good work.
And before heading to the polls tomorrow, make sure you are prepared. Check out our voter guide on ksdk.com for info on all the major races in Missouri and Illinois. You can also text the word guide to 314-425-5355 for a link. And be sure to join us tomorrow night on 5+. We'll have live analysis and election results from 6 to 11 p.m. Text PLUS to 314-425-5355 for a link to download the app.